Here at Oak Harbor, Ohio, got an eastbound intermodal coming. You see there's a train stopped on the track behind it. SD60E and ES40DC. See mostly EMPs and hub groups on this one so far. JB hunts on here as well. So most of the EMPs, hub groups, JB hunts. This is what we would say is a domestic intermodal train. All 53-foot containers at this point. Intermodal finishes up here at Oak Harbor, Ohio. Oak Harbor, we got it eastbound here. So we got mixed freight. Four engines on this one here. 1117. Three more there. 3 GEs. First one was an SD70ACE. Oh wow, look at that. That's a short one. Mostly a power move with a few cars. Wow, you don't see trains that short usually on this line. Here at Oak Harbor, we have an eastbound intermodal coming. And a D9-40CW. We see they still have a part westbound in the background. This is so far domestic intermodal, 53-footer JB hunts, EMPs. Much all either JB Hunt or EMP right here. All 53 footers we saw earlier, a couple of trains ago. Here at Oak Harbor, we got a southbound transfer 9637 there. 90 sets D9-40CW. We got another D9-40CW and another one. 3 D9-40CWs on a mixed freight here. As you can see, we still got a stop train on the south here. This is coming, been holding this westbound train here a while because they were waiting on this one. Had an intermodal, really short mixed freight, and another intermodal before this one. We got this mixed freight waiting here on the westbound main here at the old water level. Then there's actually a stone train sitting on the siding a couple miles south of Old Harbor. Stone or coal, I'm not sure, it's one of them. So they got things stacked up pretty good here today in Old Harbor. And this mixed freight here is pretty short, and he is done. Here at Oak Harbor, some engines coming here. 9387, 9202, 9558, 9398, 9276, 9588. You got a power move there. You got 6 locos heading west. Here at Oak Harbor, we got a westbound NS. Be coming underneath the flyover here in a minute, or a couple seconds, I should say. Gondolas on this, some covered hoppers. And back here, you can see it come underneath the flyover. Got some frac sand cars on this. Those short ones there, I've seen some different things out there on the internet, and I would put quite a bit of money on those. Are actually to haul aggregates and to haul frac sand, which is real common in western Pennsylvania. So you'll see quite a few trains that have those on it around this area. Some lumber on this too. Gondolas here. They're owned by they used to be owned by the David J. Joseph Company. I think some of them still are. And that's all she wrote for that westbound mixed freight there. I'm here at Oak Harbor, and we've got a westbound intermodal, and he's running around a part mixed freight. Probably ran out of a crew, I'm guessing. So he's been parked here for a few hours. I believe there's 3 9-40 CWs on that one. It's hustling a double stack intermodal west, JB Hunt's hub groups. Looks like it's a unit, 53-footer JB Hunt hub group at this point. I'm going to pan back, as you can see, right, come underneath here. It was doubles, we had some singles here on spines and some more doubles. As you can tell, they got some trees and some bushes growing up here that haven't really been painted this way, hasn't really messed with lately. 25 and 22 footers. Got more 53 footers again here. It's a pretty long intermodal train, mostly empties, I'd imagine, coming back from the East Coast. Mostly 53 footers. We did see some internationals in the middle of the train. You see why they had 3 locals on it, though. This is a pretty long train. Pretty long intermodal. They don't usually run them quite this long on water level. More international containers again. Bunch of 45 footers. JB Hunt's kind of mixed in the middle of a bunch of internationals. More internationals. We're just about done here. There's our last ones. UASC, Hapag-Lloyd, one other one there. As you see, they did slow down here as it heads west. Probably transferring back over to the correct main west of here. Here at Oak Harbor, we have an eastbound intermodal approaching. He's running around a train that needed a new crew. The van just went by a few minutes ago. Go get that new crew there. Got a couple coming elephant style here. 9242 and 9206. Hustling a double stack intermodal, and this is mostly JB Hunt, Hub Group. So you see that's what it looks like for the foreseeable future there. This one's an all-domestic, all 53 footer heading east. Pretty short one. Clocking in just what, a minute and 5. Here at Oak Harbor, and we have a eastbound coming around a parked westbound that's getting a new crew here shortly. Three NS locos on it here. 1003, 9895, and 9854. First one was an SD70ACE. This has got trailers, mostly trailers, some containers. You got Amazons, you got Alliances, Martins, Flyer C, ABF, Yellow. Got some containers on here for EMP and FedEx. Yes. Bunch of Amazons in a row. Got 4 of them. 4 smiles for you there. Got some hub groups to finish it up. UPS, FedEx multimodal, and a UPS trailer. At Oak Harbor, and we got a westbound coming through here underneath the flyover. car frames there. Some tank cars. Some ammonia back there. Some box cars. Had some gondolas go by. Covered coil cars there. Just empty spine cars. A little bit of variety on this mixed freight here. A trash or open hopper car. More box cars. Some covered hoppers coming up. Little one used probably for frac sand, a bigger one's probably for grain. Auto racks coming up here in a sec. Looks like they're empty. And this train's on slow orders right now because we had a parked train ahead of it here on the West Main. It was here for over 3 hours, maybe longer, without a crew, without a crew that was out of hours. So they brought a new crew here recently, and that train was kind of slow getting underway. So with that being said, that's the one ahead of this. It's only a few miles ahead, so that's why he's under slow orders right now. Actually, and some of these auto racks actually do have cars on. Interesting graffiti there. Eye was knocked out and had a nose and another eye. It's like a big troll, which is actually, I'm not usually into graffiti. That's actually an interesting looking car right there. The troll got one of his eyes knocked out, as you can see, and then that's the end of our mixed freight with a long string of auto racks on the end there. As you see, it split the west signals here near one of the old crossing here just west of Oak Harbor here. Here at Oak Harbor, we have an eastbound coming just west of town. You can see it there, about ready to hit the first crossing west of town here. This intermodal here. 9-40CW, and I think that's what the second one is. Looks like we got mostly trailers and COFC on this. You got UPS. This is a mostly UPS, so this is probably a relatively high priority train here. You can see here, Got EMPs and mostly UPS containers on it. Even though it's not going full speed, this is probably a high priority train right here. It was mostly UPS. Carburn, we got a westbound here. He's under slow orders coming underneath the flyover junction. And we've got some run-through power on this. The first today that I've seen. Got some BNSFs on it here. 4481. 8179. That first one was 9-44 ES44 on the second. 5846 is the third one there. Another ES44AC. And the fourth one is a 6860, which is an ES44C4, I do believe. So got 4 BNSFs here on this. Got one with the yellow lettering, and the other 3 have the black with the little line underneath, accent line. Hauling empty crude back west. Hazmat class 1267. That's the first today I've seen of any foreign power out of about 10, 12 trains right now. All been black except for those. Obviously here it's a tank train, so look pretty similar. I always show the whole train though. If you don't like to watch, I guess you can just fast forward through it. Crude train here with 4 BNSF locos on the head. Heading probably back towards Chicago and interchange. Here at Oak Harbor, and we got a westbound coming here with empty either ethanol or crude oil cans, and we're going to have a northbound actually go over at least part way through. So I have some under-over action here. SD60E, 2 SD60Es on that one. I'm going to pan back and show you that real quick there. Those are SD60s that they rebuilt the cabs into safety cabs on this. They're hauling 1987 hazmat class. I think this is empty ethanol here. I'm going to pan back here. Should be having something coming overhead here possibly before the end of this one. northbound here coming up. He's behind the trees. You'll be seeing him come out here. There he is. 7585 and ES40 DC. And SD70ACE behind it. And these guys were being held down South Oak Harbor here for 3-4 hours. Looks like a loaded coal train going up to the docks. Could be going to the docks. Actually, I don't think it will. I think it's actually transferring over onto the X water level. Got some high tops on this, some regular ones. But there is either coal or coke in there. Hard to tell exactly which one. Like I said, I came in this morning at about 9 o'clock into Oak Harbor, came from the south, and this train here was waiting in the siding on the old Wheeling and Lake Erie line that goes, which is what it's on right now. And it was waiting down there, and that's probably 12:30 now. No, it's actually 1 o'clock, so it's been holding at least probably 4 hours in the siding down there, waiting for an opportune time to head up. Just emphasizes the story of railroading. Hurry up and wait. I'm gonna pan over here so you can see it a little bit better. Got a lot of gondolas there, obviously, are coal cars. Some are high top, some are regular. See it trundling along up here. The reason why, like I say, it's probably under slow orders is it's actually going to transfer, and there's a transfer track about a mile or so west of here, and that's actually going to transfer from the old, this former NS Wheeling and Lake Erie route to the former NYC Conrail route you see down below. Tell this is a pretty long drag right here. It's either coal or coke. Clears the gear tunneling down there. Got a transfer here from the old NYC here, and it's heading south. An old Wheeling line. 3607, 9714, and 8133. covered hoppers.
Is that all ethanol in there?
No, that's something else entirely. That's hazmat 3257. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Well, you're right. There's some are ethanol, but not all of them. Those are ethanol there. The hazmat class 1987 is ethanol, and then these 1267s are crude. Got some covered hoppers here, some old Burlington Northern ones and some new ones. That's Warren Buffett stuff right there. He owns that, right? It's all his. Looks like we saw some of his locomotives earlier. Got definitely a mixture here of ethanol and covered hoppers, grain probably. This is going to make its way to Bellevue here. It goes down through Old Carver to Fremont to Clyde, then over to Bellevue and probably into the yard. Looks like we got some more, those are crude oil there, 1980, or no, actually that's ethanol, I'm sorry. That's some more ethanol there. Some more covered hoppers. Some lumber. Definitely tell this is coming from out west between all the different commodities you'd see out in the western road. Got some frac sand cars just went by a minute ago there. Empty spine cars. More ethanol. Got some lumber on there. We're almost to the end here. Some gondolas there. Old beat up southern ones too. And that's about the end of it right there. Some, is that lumber right behind it there? Telephone poles maybe? Oh cool, 7640 in the lead. That's an ES40 DC. And you got a D8-40 CW, that's 8422, and some telephone poles. This is frac sand and or grain maybe. Actually, this is aggregates because this has the David J. Joseph Company on some of them there. They do aggregates, so. Got a mixed-in tank car, so. Some tank cars there. Some hazardous stuff. Hazmat class 3082. Whatever that is, if you guys want to look it up. 2055, styrene, ooh my. Cancer causers. Oh, they're using a DPU. This is the first time I've seen NS do it. SD70ACE and DPU, a brand new paint job. Brand new locomotive, it looks like, 1817 on distributed power. This is the first I've seen it in Northwest Ohio. Maybe NS is catching on. Wow. That is really a big operational, it's a big efficiency. Those are hazmat 1077s in those. So those of you guys that want to get the hazmat numbers looked up, you can definitely do that. There's all kinds of different hazardous material on this train. We don't want it derailing. So so. We do not want it derailing. Mixture, some box cars, more hazmat. Some good graffiti on that one for those of you into that. Oh, there's some tie cars, right? So NS empty cars to haul their cross ties. This is a long train. I can see why they had the distributed power on it. It's a lot of weight. More hazmat stuff, but those ones are empty. Just empty tankers or non-haz. Probably corn syrup, I think. And you see ADM, that's food, so. Some more box cars. Oh, look at that, brand new Specialized gondola. TULX. That thing's bright orange. I think it'll burn your retinas out. Empty coal car in there. There might be something coming west. And there's some steel slabs right there on the last one. There's some Specialized. So in the beginning we saw telephone poles, and now you saw some slab steel there. Westbound here creeping up, and make sure I don't get this guy in the footage here. So there we go.
Oh, you must have been sitting waiting for the switch down the road.
Oh yeah, exactly. He had to wait for that one crossing over. You're right. Got 4188, and that's a AC 44C6H, so that's a relatively new unit right there as well. And then the second one's an AC 44.6M. So those are, the lead one's a brand new unit. And that's made by GE, and that was Erie or probably Fort Worth. They make most of them in Fort Worth, Texas now. And he has empty ethanol, 1987 has classes. I'm pretty sure that's ethanol. So we have a unit ethanol here, heading west. Had one earlier today, and it had a couple of ethanol and crude trains heading west. If you ever see me move it, I'm probably doing that so I don't get any of the locals in the video. If they don't want to, we're not going to do it to them. So I put everything on YouTube, so I don't want anybody coming back on me saying anything. So.
What is your number on YouTube? How do you list it on YouTube?
Oh, I'm Diamond Crossing Productions. I can write it down for you.
Yeah.
I was Buckeye Rail fan. I changed it, so I just thought that would be better for anybody out of state, not worried about.
Well, I'll look at you.
Yeah, I got stuff from here, Greenwich, Marion, and other places, Bellevue, Dessler. One of these days I'll go to Vickers. Somebody was telling me here a couple weeks ago that Vickers can be pretty good. I just like it here because it's like nobody bothers you, and even the people working the factory are decent about it. They don't.
Well, you know, you got them coming both ways. You got them pulling here. You got them going across.
You got it going over top, transferring. Yeah.
If you're going to sit someplace and watch trains, right here it is.
Yeah, this is a good spot for it. Yeah. Here, I like Greenwich and Marion are probably the three I go to the most. Fostoria's nearby, but I just don't like going to Fostoria that much. So. Yeah, that is all probably empty ethanol heading west. That's pretty. Oh, CN. Two of them. Three of them? Nice. That's cool. Got empty frac sand heading west here. You got three CNs following an NS there. Some foreign power here. Some 644s. That was nice. That's nice. These are all empty frac sand heading back from the shale in PA here.
Yeah.
PA empty shale, yeah. I'll say that. They run a couple of these each way a day, it seems, so.
Man, I'm sick over that doggone steep thing.
Yeah, I wish I could have saw that too, but.
I'm a UP guy. That's my favorite railroad.
Oh, UP is?
Oh, man.
I think it's still east of here, so you might get to see it in the next few days.
It's east of here?
I think it's east of here.
Man, I'm hoping to get out of here.
Yeah, it wasn't west. It's somewhere east, so eventually at some point it'll be through here, Marion Dry or Bellevue. Yeah, I'd like to see that one too. There we go. There's the end of the unit. Empty frac sand there. A little overpowered with 4 locos. Here at Oak Harbor, we got a westbound intermodal about ready to come underneath the flyover junction. 3NS locos here in the lead. We've got 9411, the 9-44CW, 9386 is the 40CW, and 9803 is the 44CW there. Now I'm going to pan back here to the west so you guys can see that. It splits the signals heading west here out of Oak Harbor behind 3 GEs. Empty, probably mostly empty double stack train here. Got a mixture of internationals and domestics. I'm going to pan back here to the underpass here. A lot of internationals on this one. You got some Tritons, Seacos, 1s. APLs, Beacons, CMA, CGMs, NYKs, K-lines, some Dong Fangs, Techs. I got some 53-foot EMPs here, some hub groups. Had some 53s earlier in the train. I had some JB hunts on that. Even have a rare EMP actually on the frame. Wow, you don't see that too often there. A couple EMPs still on the actual truck frame. And you got some EMPs that are patched over. They used to be hub groups and they bought them out, or bought some other railroads containers out. It's former Pacers. They're patched over. Some COFCs here and more double stacks. And that's the end of that right there. We're finishing up with some EMPs. As this thing heads west, and I'm going to pan back here. That's west towards Toledo from Oak Harbor. It splits the signals heading west here. Got a westbound intermodal train on the water level route here, NS water level route. Got them elephant style in the front here. Got 9015 in the front and 9044CW, 1170 and SD70ACE, and 7620, which is an ES40DC. I'm going to pan back to the west here. Sorry, I just like to be in that spot. As you can see, those 3 head west. A GE, a GM, and a GE, or what we would say now is a Wobtech, and the Progress, and a Wobtech. That's really weird to say that, right? It just felt like it. It looks like he may be getting stopped. Sometimes we have transfers, so they actually will stop empties down here just short of the transfer track. So you see we have a lot of trailers on this one here. Empty reefers coming back from out east. Some KLLM, Dart, Stevens Transport, Primes, JB Hunts. Not all reefers, of course, but some of them are. Compass Lease. So he may be getting stopped here, just short of the crossover here. Got some Swifts, some EMPs on this. And once he comes to a stop, I will stop the video and resume it later when he's moving again. You can tell he's just about to a stop here. You can tell he's going to actually be stopped here, probably for something transferring on the transfer track to the west, which actually uses the west main. You see this intermodal just getting back underway here. I left you off just a couple spots back. Some primes on here, some ABFs, EMPs, Martins, Alliance shippers. You hear some of the reefers running. So some of them actually have some merchandise inside of them. Navajo. FedEx ground on it, Stevens Transport, more ABF. There's the end of it. Prime intermodal. There's the rest of that parked westbound intermodal, splits the signals heading west here out of Oak Harbor. And here at Oak Harbor, we got a westbound auto rack train here approaching. Got one engine on the head here. $94.83 D9-44 CW. Pan back here, you see it as it hits the diamond or hits the crossing. See it split the crossing there, split the lights there, signals. And it's mostly an empty auto racks. You can tell it's under slow orders here. All auto racks so far, all empties from what I can see. And maybe coming to a stop to allow stuff to come over on the crossover. And you see it just about come to a stop here. And we have a eastbound coming, and it's going to be by here, I do believe, or it could be the eastbound transfer. I'm going to switch over here. Stop this segment here since this train's just about ready to stop. Train still underway, it's still moving. Thought it was going to be stopped, but it's still slowly moving. I'm going to come back over, as you can see here, I'm going to come back to the other side where I was at. There's a lot of growth right here in between where I would stand, so to actually move and go physically walk around it, like a bunch of bushes right to my, in between where I was at there. You see, obviously, this one engine's trying to get this train hustled west here. It's trying to pick up some speed here. Empty auto rack's probably not too bad for one engine. We're coming up on the end of the train here. And Union Pacific. As you can see, this one locomotive empty auto rack train heads west here out of Oak Harbor under slow orders. See it split into signals as it crosses the first crossroad west of town here.